We're back. The sound was messed up, bro. My mic was not working. We'll give it another try. It's for the streaming purposes too. Remember, so that you don't have to like hear them. You could still hear me while like I'm killing a bunch of them chasing me. Because now it quiets them. Right? If I do this, even with max value, you can barely hear them. You know, like there's a whole horde, and you probably still hear like me better at this point than what it was before. Until I get that thing situated with YouTube and am able to stream through OBS, um, this is what I'm gonna have to do. Unfortunately. Sorry, getting tired. Mm, I like going the farm way. I think this way, just because. We go through the farmway just to see if it's there's any animals in that farm. It might change my whole playthrough. Not very often do I see sheep. It's like a 5% chance, I feel like, for all farms. It's just when I'm going off of the times I've seen sheep or anything here. Slow up some sneaking early. Just because it is helpful and like getting established in our base. Get a few points in that might come into play. Alright, from here, do we have... Did I drop outdoorsy? Did I end up dropping outdoorsy? Nope. Between outdoorsy and wilderness, dude, we get a couple points um, into forging. We're gonna be finding stuff like crazy. On top of that, carpentry still gives us a nice bonus in like finding woodwork, which is a 30% bonus, and a 10% bonus for junk. I don't have... Oh, I still do have all thumbs. Yep, that's fine. Oh, mine's in decent condition still. Find more of those later, right? Find more of those later too. This is the one thing I don't like about strength too. Starting beauty. It's like at the start, it's such. Because it gives a bunch of experience, 53 points. Oh, give me that. Love that. One of my favorite things to forge besides, random, really useful stuff. Welcome. We had to restart our character. Last one died because I missed um, a zombie while I was fencing them. It was really silly, honestly. There was only like 10 zombies. I already killed about like 5 of them. I hate that tree. I feel like I'm going in the path and we still hit it. We have hard of hearing, so if you can't hear many zombies, they're out there. I'm just doing it for streaming purposes since I can't stream through OBS yet because the YouTube settings keep being dumb. I need to like figure out how you do it. Um, and trust me, I try just about every other day. Like maybe I'm doing this, maybe I can click on that. Maybe let me look at these settings. Let me look up a YouTube channel or a YouTube video that teaches me how to do it. Nope, none of it's working so far. I never usually don't go this way, but let's go this way. I did eat it right away just in case it goes stale soon. Oh shoot, we might not want to go this way right away. This is the biggest area I think that hard hearing is going to give me the biggest pain in the butt. It's not even going to be like around buildings or when I'm fighting. It's like whenever I have to go into a woods area. Yeah. This is empty. I went a little too far up. It starts getting more thick over here though. And I need it to like not be thick. I think I can try to carve. Or not carve. Make this. I think my best bet is just running through here. And I'll drop one of these as soon as we get. I gotta drop both, dude. I can't be overweight. Holy shnikes, there's a lot here this time. Not ideal for having gone puny. Oh, I guess I could have just probably reduced the weight and kept that other backpack in my back, but it's whatever. They're close to the house. We run every once in a while, just little spurts like this, just to make more noise so the zombies follow me. How am I already at lungs, man? Like, I haven't done any activity that would cause lungs. I literally just, like, crouch sprint through the forest and, like, a couple volts and I'm already at lungs. Like, we are level 9 fitness, right? Like, what? I don't understand. That's really weird. I'm really trying to wrap my head around it, and I find no logic in why I already have lungs. I'll pop the brakes. I might be able to turn them up a little bit more. That's not so bad now, actually. How is it for you guys? Can you guys still hear me over the zombies? We do a couple laps. And what I mean is, like, I go lure these guys super far away, then I go back and I lure like another bunch, like smaller bunch that's left there away, and then eventually I fight like hopefully only a few, less than 20, to be able to settle into the house towards the end of the day. And then we just slowly come and fight these guys off. Da-da-da-da-da. I just have to get these guys all as many as I can. Pretty far away. So that we're not luring them back too much when we go for the second group. How about dang it, I drew her aggro. Usually I do one yell while I'm like in this field just to get them all back over here. Just try to get away from them so the stink emoji or moodlet is not in here. That's why we're getting this too. Yeah, we're not even that hot. We're getting it. Actually, hold on. I was about to start going, but let me do one lap around here. Oh, this backpack. Come here, come here, come here, come to Papa, come to Papa. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. No, 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 no. Fuck. Fuck. Oh, here's my food for the next week or so. I'll track it down later. That was too easy. And that's gonna give me hopefully a bunch of weapons if we get a bunch of well, regardless, it'll give me bones and stuff like that. So even if I have like no leather, we'll still use it. The bones just straight up. Let me go get some water. Maybe I can pick this up. Let me try picking this up. Nope, still can't do it. Holy shit, there's still a bunch around here. Oh. Fuck, I got it. Gotta do it like this. I thought that maybe I could pick up that sling backpack because when I had it before, I didn't have the crude axe in my hands. That reduces a little bit of weight. Ooh, they made some wire for me. Beautiful. Keep knocking down that fence. Maybe we'll make more wires. Wires key because at level 3 trapping, we can make the other trap that has a higher chance of trapping. Not that we'll probably need it, but it's useful to have. This time I do try to get like the bulk of them, so I have to like make sure none like these are like strangling behind. Like I said, even after doing all this, there'll still be about like 5 to 10 that I'll have to kill, and the least that they're around, the better, obviously, because then with keen or pinpoint hearing, they'll come back if I don't lure them away. I have to do these punks down here too. Oh, I know what I was probably I have lungs because all that forging I was doing. I was discarding and picking up quite a few things. That might have done it. Don't forget that gives you exhaust you a little bit. I have to get all these that are by this house. As many as possible. It's not going down the street. Oh, oh. Almost knocked me off balance. Alright, now we can lower this. Welcome back. I killed the deer. Super easy to get to too, by the way. I have 24 hours to get to it and skin it and all that and butcher it. Other thing is, I feel super slow. Like we have sneakers, right? I should be outpacing these zombies a little bit more. I don't feel like I am though. Like I feel like my character's walking extra slow for some reason. If I I can kill another deer, I will, just because there's so many of them too. Just for like butchering experience and like bones. I tried killing a deer once, and well, I shouldn't say like I killed a deer once, and I ate all its um, food like right back to back to back. Literally was only like I think I was even doing just like an activity at my base just to be like, can I gain weight with like deer? Where are they going? Why are they walking that way? Not that I really should be questioning it, but alright, moment of truth, dude. We'll see how bad Puny is or not for my style. I mean, we do have a couple other moodlets, but oh, it didn't kill her. That was a one tap or one hit. Come this way. Come this way. All right, the same one, I think. No, it ain't gonna do it. No, Puny's not gonna work. That's 3 hits on the same zombie. It doesn't matter the lungs. Like that's 3 hits on the same zombie. That's on the ground. Downward attack. Even with lungs, like bro, that's not like Puny's not gonna work. Because just the sheer number of zombies that there are in Rat Race. Yeah, exactly. Like even if I don't take what's even if I don't take and it still wasn't dead. It was 3 and it still wasn't dead. Carpenter. Even if you don't take cowardly, there's just too many zombies. And at the start, like even without cowardly, your character's still kind of like frightening. So between frightening and having a little bit of lungs or like that, like you're gonna be swinging like 3 hits on one zombie. Like I'm not gonna be able to clear that out. Like those 10 zombies without Puny, like I almost laugh at that. Like the only reason I don't laugh at it is because like in the case that I like draw in more zombies, but like I can clear those 10 zombies day one like fairly easily. Yeah, but exactly. But like then Puny makes it worse. Like even from well, that might be with Lumberjack, which gives you a 50% bonus in experience, and it's your level 2 axes. You're still even most of the time hitting twice on those with like lungs and frighten. Like no, no. On most zombies, you still one shot them, but that's because you have the 50% bonus from Lumberjack. Like I don't like it, man. It's too much. This even just at least gives us regular strength, right? I'm not saying I have to be um stout, but even just at least trying. 100 Zeds. There's no way you do 100 Zeds at day one, bro. Like you have to just automatically start fighting them. And how are you gonna start fighting them when you have to forge them, forge your stuff? And right over to forge your stuff, you have to get away from them. Like I do the exact same playthrough with 9-9, and the most zombies that I can kill on day one is about 50. And I've done it while being extremely lucky and finding everything that I need to craft like 3 or 4 axes, because that's what it takes to kill about 50 day one. When you have 2 point instant maintenance, your axes are still breaking like consistently. So you need to find 4 napping things, 4 of the stone, right? The head of essentially of the axe. You can get your rags as the thing that you're going to tie them together, so you don't need to find the herb thing for that. But then you need to have um, the sticks. The sticks weigh a lot too. I guess you could do what I was doing and just leave your backpack and not pick up any other bull crap, and or something like that. But like getting even 50 kills on day one is pretty damn hard. You grab a stick and start fencing. He may have done it. I just don't. What is he leveling at that point though? Short blunt. What does he go for his thing? Shouting was my error. I shouted to lure the zombies away though. No, the Braves isn't the issue. It's level 0 strength. Just in the fact that you're carrying weight, like I'm trying to wrap my head around. Like I think you're slightly exaggerating the 100 Zeds because it's just not. With 0 strength, you have to hit 2 Zeds twice. Like say even best case scenario, it takes 2 hits, and you grab a stick. You're like, each stick is gonna get you 5 kills. So you have to find like 100 or 20 sticks on day one. Even if you're just finding the branches, like it's not feasible to get 100 kills in day one. You would have to run like a god to find like 20 branches. It's 1 to 2. But what's the percentages though? Are you one shotting? Does he go construction work or something? Because to get like 3 points into short blunt, because I think sticks, just branches give you points. And go off. They go off with short blunt. I don't like the weight thing. I don't like I don't like any of it, man. I feel like I can play around more not having wilderness knowledge, because then obviously to get wilderness knowledge I need the 10 points from puny. I find it easier to play around with wilderness knowledge than I do with puny. I think I have to play it with where I don't get a saw right from the get go. Okay. I mean, I believe you. I don't. I'm trying to do the math in my head, and I just don't see it being able to be done. So Should I just leave it as is now then? I feel like I'm going to. Because at this point, like this, at least I don't have 0 for strength. We have something. And then muscle strain. And then you have to rest for muscle strain. There's no way anybody gets 100 kills day one. Like, no way. Maybe he did it in like one playthrough and he like uploaded that one playthrough, but like I said, you have to run like a god to find that many branches, man. People can manipulate stuff like that all the time. Hard of hearing, and I drop what? Although it did say hard of hearing was good for the. It doesn't manipulate. I mean, in the sense of manipulate, like you can try to like make people believe that's a thing you can do every single time. I even made videos. If you check my like the rest of my YouTube channel, I made videos where like it's easy to do the playthrough on my video and get level 6 in even like 3 or 4 days. Like you can do that playthrough 80 to 90% of the time. The biggest factor before was finding a sledgehammer, and I think they made those like more rare because they used to be rare, but with like lucky, it would help you find them a whole lot easier. So it wasn't as hard to find them. They removed the lucky trait though, and that made it harder. But now you don't need the sledgehammer. You just go one of the warehouses, you get the torching thing and the welder's max, and you can disassemble, and you get a hatchet, and you can disassemble all the doors to the police station, to the gun store in West Point. You go there, you loot those two items or those two locations, and then like the shooting range, so 3 locations, and there's like 100 zombies tops combined, all 3 locations. Like the police station usually has about like 10. Sometimes it will have more, and you can draw more around it, but you can just lure them away. Um, the store is the one the West Point store is the one that has the most, and that has about usually about 30 to 50, and then the shooting range usually has about like 10. So he may have done it once, but like how consistently can he do this? Because like I keep adding and thinking of more details, and the more details I add, the harder it seems to do that. Like, does maybe he goes construction worker and gets that from there. He gets the maintenance to level 2, and maybe he gets some maintenance points somewhere else. What else can you get maintenance from? Like, just blacksmith knowledge, just so that your like branches last as long as possible. And from there, what? You have to go like a 9-9 character. I don't know. I, which is possible with the points. He's a carpenter. What? There's no way, bro. There's no way. You get muscle strained and lungs like instantly. I did a little bit of forging and a couple fence hops, and I had lungs. And I'm at level 9. But somehow you're gonna fence 100 zombies and beat them with branches while your bare minimum have to 2-shot most zombies. Because 0 strength and a puny ass weapon does not consistently one-shot a zombie. If that was the case, everybody would be doing that. It's like, oh, hey, let me get all these benefits, all these bonuses from putting a bunch of negative traits like zero and puny and all this stuff. And let me just grab branches and kill zombies from day one and level up like short blunt to like level 2.5, like halfway to level 3. Yeah, my fucking average on the first month is like 80. I proved that to you. I was like at 60 in the whole last week of my first month. I was recovering from the fucking injury. And I did 0 kills for like a whole week. Like, I killed what, 2 zombies that randomly um, stopped by my base for like a whole week. And even then, my average was like 65. I did the math. It was 65. And essentially, I only killed zombies 75% of the map of the because one of the whole weeks I was injured. Yeah, exactly. No, I understand that he's 0-0. I'm saying it's very possible because you just take it a little bit slower. I'm just extremely aggressive because you have to remember it's not just about killing the zombies. It's about gathering the materials. It's about like it's a getting yourself food. Um, hoping you get a backpack so that you like can actually carry a couple things in it before you get overweight because with 0 your carrying weight is like 6. So if you don't have a duffel bag early, you're like only carrying what your character can carry around with himself, and that's like what 3 to 4 sticks or something, because one's equipped on your back, one's equipped in your hand, and the other 2 take up 4 weight. Like maybe he figured out something that I didn't, but like I see it in a month. In a month, you could. I'm not saying easily average 80 kills in a day, but I see that'll be a lot more plausible than killing 100 zombies from day one. And I'm not saying he has to do it consistently, but just being able to kill 100 zombies in day one, there's no way. From 0-0, absolutely no way. It's one of those that, you, like I said, you could be manipulated into thinking that it's possible because somebody could do like a challenge of like, you know how people make like, oh, I made this like incredible basketball shot where I hit it off of this wall and that wall and it bounced outside the house and then it fell into the hoop, but they tried it like 1,000 times and finally got it once. Yeah, yeah, I know that. I just have very strong opinions too on like how people play the rat race. There's a lot of it that doesn't make sense in my opinion. I might eventually make a video once I get back to like editing and that sort of thing. But first, I want to like give it an honest college like try, so that I feel like I'm not speaking out of my ass kind of thing. You know, like I might eventually try a 0-0-2 hero in the rat race. If I finally get a deep run with like a 9-9 character, then I might just be like, okay, that was fun, that was cool. I learned a bunch of stuff. I finally made it to fucking winter, which I've yet to do with any character, even in a pop apocalypse. And it's not that I'm not good enough. You see that I'm good enough to fence. It's just that I'm impatient. I'm impatient about it. And the thing that happens with me is I have like a task in mind for my apocalypse character. Like, hey, let me show you how do you get to level 6 in like 3 or 4 days. And I might continue with that playthrough for like a couple months. But then I'm like, okay, I'm level 8 um, in aiming. And even with 9mm guns, I'm like 3-shotting or 4-shotting all these zombies. So with one clip of 9mm, I'm killing 4 zombies. That means that I have to carry about like 5 or 6 clips to kill, or maybe even 10 just to play it safe, right? In case you want to hit an area that's highly populated. So I'm able to complete my task of going and raiding like a highly populated area with 10 mags of 9 mil, because it's not drawing in a lot more zombies, and you're finally only taking about 3 to 4 shots. So which with every clip you're killing about 4 zombies. So you have 4 clips preset. That's already 40 zombies right there. You're maybe drawing in about 100. So you kill the first 40, which then opens up room for you to like kill the other 50 or 60. To navigate and running around like in a certain area, so that keep drawing more and more. You reload all your clips just like walking around the zombies, and then you kill another 40, and then it's 20 that's left. And then, like, obviously if you already killed 80, 20 is going to be like a piece of cake. So then you just kill those 80 and like, or those 20, and then you like loot it. So like I'm level 8 and aiming, and the game is like easy mode. It's like playing freaking what's the easiest mode? Builder. It's like playing builder at that point. And I get like discouraged because I'm like, it's not challenge to me. It's not anything I have to like sit there and figure out this puzzle of how I'm gonna do it. I've already done it, and I just kind of like give up, and I'm passively like let my character die because I'm not super focused, and I'm not super like in the zone of like how I do fencing, and I kill 100 zombies a day, and I'm like, yeah, that felt good. Let me see if I can do it again, and then slowly progress all my other things. And I have this challenge to keep me motivated, like the rat race, right? That's why I've never made it to winter. I essentially, after I made it like 3.5 months or so, like I get bored because the game is like extremely easy. It's almost happening to me in the rat race, that a moment that I get to like level 7 or 8 axes and lumberjack, and you're like two shotting all the zombies, and I'm like, the thought literally passed through my head. I'm like, this is boring. If I have to do this to kill a million zombies, I don't find this entertaining. This is not skillful to me. Mind you, I'm a player that made it to the top 2% players of League of Legends, a game that had tens of millions of players, and I made it into the top 2%, at least just in North America, but it's still an accomplishment, right? And the level of skill you need to have, that micro wise, macro wise, like, is just insane compared to something like Project Zomboid, where you like right click and you press another button to pull your character away from the zombies, and then you're just hitting click, 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 click. Like, it's almost brain dead to me, right? Compared to League of Legends. Like League of Legends, I have to think about what my opponent might do, and then think, if he's gonna do that, then I'm gonna do this. Whereas with like zombies, I'm like, I know they walk at a certain pace. I know I can pull them this way. I know I can manipulate them to like even line up for me most of the time, so that I'm one shotting them after they hop in after the fence. Like, it's so like easy. Okay, I'll I'll write his name here on Twitch and like look him up even right now.
Hey, Cherokee.
C. Is that exactly how you write it?
They probably gonna get a TP.
Seed G. CDG. Okay, I followed him. Eventually look into it. Like, just the biggest thing is impatience for me. And finding something that this game actually challenging. Because the reason I don't find the rat race challenging, it's not a challenge or test of skill, it's a test of patience. I could easily sit there and just like put points into nimble, you know, go, yeah, and that makes it easier to level up. And by the time you get to like level 3 or 4, like nimble, the zombies don't even catch up to you, so you're just whacking them away and whacking, and I'm clicking and I'm clicking and I'm clicking, and I got the micro part down, right, because we get enough bones to like make any decent weapon, or like just all the other ones. What would make it more skilled for me? Maybe sprinters. because then you have to pay attention to like a ton of different things charging at you, and how they're like I've seen Twist on Fire take on 100% sprinters in Apocalypse, and he just fences the heck out of them. But he's so like careful about it, and so like on top of like when he can like um hit one that's hopped over the fence and when he can't. Like I'm not hitting his level at fencing. He's still like he might be like up here, level one, number one fencing player. I'm still like down here, and like everybody else is down here. And there might be a few players that I just don't know of that may be somewhere, in between up here and here and stuff. But like he's here, I'm about like here compared to him, and then like wherever you want to put everybody else don't really matter at that point, right? It's not even like death wouldn't even make it like that much harder. It's just a careful thing as well. It's like it's and it's not worth it to take those traits even hard of hearing. I'm gonna tell you why. In a challenge, if I do plan on like making a deep run, and essentially my goal is to maybe make a goal for a name for myself by like you know having being in the top 10, right, of like kills or something in like almost less time than anybody else or something like that. In order for me to do that, I know I'm going to put myself in very difficult situations if I take hard of hearing. Like all of a sudden, I might be stressed out in my regular day life, and I might be tired streaming in a date, late at night, how I do, and all of a sudden just like blunder and not pay close attention to something. And because I took hard of hearing, I didn't hear a zombie that I would have heard had I not taken hard of hearing, and then that gets me killed. Like, right? Like it's not just thinking in a challenge like this. It's not just thinking about the the that the challenge itself provides, the difficult task and how difficult it is. It's like, how are you going to stay level-headed to deal with this long of a task on top of like streaming it? Because like I have to train myself now essentially, or like just get hours in a practice of like focusing and saying what I'm thinking, and I excuse myself when I'm like, oh, I think I said something silly, because I'm trying to multitask in the sense that I'm like killing these zombies and trying to explain what I'm doing while killing the zombies, right? So like that in itself adds a sense of difficulty, and that's why I'm doing it. It adds a little extra layer of like, okay, that makes it a little bit tougher now to think of like keeping people entertained by not repeating yourself like 24/7. Eventually, you're going to repeat yourself, just because like there's times that I've had viewers up to like 7 or 8 now, right? And I'm like, oh, that might be a new viewer that came in and didn't hear me say this thing about carving last time I said it like 2 days ago, right? But at least it was 2 days ago that I said it, and now I'm repeating myself with the reason that there's no somebody else hearing. So just streaming itself adds a sense of difficulty too, at least for me, because I don't just want to be that streamer that just sits there and like plays music in the background and just says a couple words every now and then and doesn't explain their like train of thought. I like to be that informative person that like, here's what everything you have to calculate while you're doing this challenge. Here are the things that you have to think of and that I'm thinking of, and I'm surely like not the best at it, and I'm sure I'm missing some things, but at least I'm kind of showing you how you you should be at least doing it. And if you're not doing this, then you better be doing something else to make up for not doing this part of it. Does that make sense? Like, if you're not going to be thinking these same ideas or thoughts that I'm thinking, you better be thinking of other ways to be productive in the rat race. You can't just sit there and like, okay, I'm just going to go and straight kill zombies. There's more to it than just like going and killing a million zombies, right? It's like, how am I going to eventually get all these skills evenly, or just all to level 10 eventually, right? And that's where my like plan comes in, of how I mentioned to you that one day. Um, Start Echo Creek, do the base over here until helicopter comes. Come in here, go to the place on the map that's most likely going to give you one animal, and if not, at least you have a backup for a second animal that might buy you some time. And there's all these different farms. Like this area literally looks like the area that has the most like barns like this, where it has a higher, then you're giving yourself just a higher chance of having more animal spawn because it's both this side and this side, like I told you. On top of that, it has, like I said, the warehouse that's easy to get to, and the warehouse store that's kind of easy to get to too, because you don't have to do like a bulky area like this. You can play around it by going, you know, just down this way and killing, rather than having to kill, I don't know what, like 10,000 zombies here. Maybe you only have to kill a couple thousand to get to this warehouse store. Well, you're gonna have to level up tailoring anyway, so you might as well like use it most in the most beneficial way. And what I believe to be the most beneficial way is at the start of your character. Like the sooner the better, because like I was mentioning to you once, if I can get one skill, just one skill to level 7 within like the first month or two, like that makes the game a whole lot easier to level up the other melee weapon skills, because you thin down the horde just by kiting them, and then the last 10 or so zombies that you leave, you just knife them. And I was doing that already. So far, my longest run, I posted it on the Discord, in the Rat Race Discord, and that's exactly what I was doing. And I already had level 7 or 8 in axes and 3 levels into short blood. And I think 3 levels into short blade, 2 into short blunt. I'll show you here what I mean. Character updates. This one here. And I even put the little thing of what happened. I was fighting zombies, trying to level up short blade, and this is kind of like the mistake that I made. I kept fighting zombies with short blade, even at like 1800 in the game, like time wise, which would be 6 p.m., right? I've learned to not do that then from that mistake, because what happened is I took too long to kill zombies later in the day, and what I was the point in the game that I was right there and then was, one second, I had already cleared the kettle farm, and I think I got sheep. I had 2 or 3 female sheep and 1 ram, and they were all calm. So I know that may not have gotten me through winter, and I had bunnies too. So I was like, I might be set for the first winter, right? So I had already cleared this area. I was now starting to push into the warehouse, and particularly what I was doing is I was clearing all the zombies around here. I came here first. I lured the couple hundred or whatever all the way the edge into these woods, and then I ran back, and there was still like, I don't know, 100 left or whatever. But they were all spread out throughout like this side of the house and like over here. So I went and I grabbed the ones over here first because it felt they were closer, which about like 50, and I killed those. And then I went and like started to kill these other ones, 50 over here. And I was doing it. I was down to the last 4 zombies, and it was at night, and I literally just like fumbled that one so hard. I'm always making these really stupid, silly mistakes, like hindsight 2020, right? But like, I was down to like the last 4 zombies. I went to kill the one that I saw in front of me without doing like a quick scan to see another one. And when I hit that one zombie in front of me, the other one like gave me a laceration in my arm, and um, that ended up turning me into a zombie. So like I was almost there with that. Like had I survived that night without an injury, I might have been able to finally crack into the warehouse. Now, mind you, in that particular playthrough, there was like 1,000 zombies in front of the warehouse, so I probably would have had to like lure them away somehow. Checked out like these houses or something, and then like lure them away, like some away, like just go through the backside of this, and like zigzag to get like at least half of them away, right? And then like 500, I kill with like this corner fence and like this corner fence because there weren't a ton over here, like in this area. But like I was doing it, dude. I was almost there to like complete another step in my objective, at least with that playthrough. And that one's like that was 2 months, one day, 4,000 kills. So if you do the average on that, watch calculator. 4,256 divided by, let's say, 62 days, because one of the months might do 31. 70 kills per day. Almost 70 kills per day. And I had a couple earlier injuries too, where like it slowed me down. But I'm not gonna use that as an excuse or like that messed up my average. Like I know that you're like every once in a while I'm gonna get injured. I'm gonna get hurt. So that's why I plan on using the tailoring. The tailoring, to wrap this long ass point that I'm making here, is while I get most of my skills up to like level 7, I'm gonna get injured a couple times. So therefore I need the armor from the bones to get me to that point. And from that point it's all downhill. Like if I can get 3 or 4, or like just three. Give me axes, get me short blade, and get me short blunt to level 7, and like I should make an extremely deep run, almost like rivaling Shiva and Twist on Fire. Because at that point I won't ever like pretty much rely on fencing. I'll just kite them all. And at that point you could have like, even if you don't have like level 3 nimble, the fact that you have level 7 short blade with the 9/9 character means that the thing about short blade that I explained to you that one time, when you hit the first zombie, even if you have like 5 or 6 of them coming at you in a bunch, you hit the first zombie, that one gets stunned, and then the next one comes at you, and you have level 7 short blade, so you're quickly like stabbing the second one, and then the third one comes at you and you hit that one, and then the fourth one comes at you and you hit that one, and the fifth one comes and you hit that one, and the sixth one comes and you hit that one, and then it goes back to the first one. They circle back around to the first one, so then you hit that one, and then you hit 2, and then you hit 3, and then you hit 4, and then you hit 5, and then you hit 6, and then the first one comes back again, and then you hit that one. By like level 7 short blade with like hunting blades, you should be like 3-shotting most zombies. A 9/9 character should, I don't know for sure because I've never gotten there, but you should be like 3-shotting with a well sharpened hunting blade, um, or just any good short blade weapon. Try it on debug. What's debug? Is that where you just like experiment with stuff? Why is it? Yeah, you don't do it on the field, you do it on roads. And with the plan that I have designed here, like there's plenty of roads to do that in. Mind you, that's just one of them. Not necessarily that you have to fall back to kiting. You also still have axes, which at level 7 you're like 2-shotting most zombies with the scythe. So at 2, like say it would have taken me another couple weeks to get to the warehouse. If you say by like the whole, like I can't fence because all the fences are covered with trees and stuff like that, then I still have like a month to like go around here, fight my way through this, through this road, which at level 7, there might be 100 zombies here. Might be a piece of cake even with a little bit of fencing or just kiting. Another 100 here, another 100 here, another 100 here. Not that even you might have to do that. You can just walk through this field, kill 100 or a couple hundred here or whatever, walk through this field, kill 500 or so zombies, plus the ones that are outside the warehouse, which might be like another 500 to 1,000. So 1,500 zombies while you're level 7, and you get to pick either short blunt, axe, or short blade. I think it's doable by like the 4th month, right? You did the hard work. You got yourself to like level 7. Well, you can't get to level 7 in all 3 of them in this plan, right? You will only have one. But even that particular one skill lets you push through these areas a whole lot quicker. And by like the 2nd month, none of this is flooded like you said. So you can just like, even in that particular playthrough where there was 1,000 zombies outside this warehouse, I could have just like said, lured all these, or gone even all the way around this way, because there's not as many buildings, close to these houses. Come this back way, yell over here to pull, half of the 1,000 zombies that were outside here, lure them back up this way, and then, just fight the ones in the front. So, I don't know, like I said, even when I did that, when I got to level 7 the first time, like I felt like this isn't challenging anymore. Like this is just repetitiveness again. Weak. What is weak? It's -6. I'll just try like this. I'm gonna show you how you can or try to show you how you can play around not having wilderness knowledge. Yeah, if I can show you that, I can tell you it's not the end all be all. If I can do it. It might be difficult, but I feel like it's achievable. Right now, as it seems, it's like you're paying 8 points to be able to make a saw. That's essentially what I'm gathering. You need to pay 8 saws for wilderness knowledge to be able to make a saw. Yeah, there's people that can do that. I don't feel comfortable doing that. I don't have the patience to just sit there and like kite zombies. I might have to later because of how you say, hey, the fields get turned. So what happens though? Like, okay, after 4 months, the erosion makes the fields, covers them all up, but in the winter, does it like kind of refreshing again? Because as long as like hopefully the winter clears some of the stuff up. didn't save it. Damn it. I left Brawler on the last time, right? Let's just take this right now. Without being stout or anything, let's just try how well it works. Like how many hits with most likely being lungs and panicked. If we can two-shot most zombies, we might be able to make it through. The door. See, now we have some wiggling room. We have 12 that we can carry. Let me go this way just so I can pass by the gas station. This is super loud again. I think it took hard of hearing out. Hey, I just don't have the patience for it then. Like maybe you had to rest for lungs, or like you're doing a completely different idea rather than coming to this house up here. Oh, they almost got me there. Oh. We're taking chances that hopefully we don't get injured by the trees, but I feel like that's what I have to do to get through these. I was hoping to go to the gas station and hopefully we get some ice cream. A couple ice creams or something even sometimes. Maybe I can check these trash cans real quick. That's gonna be my container. Oh, it actually has some milk in it too. Sweet. It's besides the fact that like it's gonna be harder to like one-shot zombies. It's like the carrying weight and stuff. Like I don't have the patience for that. Oh baby. I know it's not gonna be all full, but something. Yeah, we still get at least half of that. Just 10. It's hot, super high in calories too, which might help a little bit. Check these for generators. Never got any close to that. Oh, look at you. You became the fencing expert now. A little bit of coaching from me, huh? I want to pull them this way to just like then be able to cover them from this way. Got to make an opening. The little outpost here seems like it's full. How many kills did that branch catch you before it broke? You can still use it after like that, I think, but it's just not as efficient. And is it a broken branch or a regular tree branch? You gotta remember, I was a straight apocalypse player before. Never did zero to hero, never did any challenges like that. So I come from like the luxuries of like, and I usually would take like strong, so I'd be able to carry all these loot too. Okay. Well, it's an adjustment. I might eventually get there, like I said, but it's baby steps. I can't like just dive in the deep end of the water or the pool and hope to make it out, right? Kind of thing. We'll wait until I get in the red to drink this, because then I might be over drinking. Getting tired though. I mean, you saw it, bro. What else you want me to tell you? Like 3 hits from Axis to 1 zombie. It wasn't even just a branch. Mind you, I'm going to show you what I mean and why I got so discouraged and just ended it right away. If you want to pause your game for a quick second, you go to Axis, go to damage output. I organize these by damage output, and I organize these crude stone axe 1.5. Okay. If we go now to short blunt, and we go to branch. Regular tree branch is what you're telling me, right? Tree branch 1.0. Which your multiplier is times 2. What does the axe one give me? Times 5. So even the debuff, how did it not kill when you know that when you smash a zombie that's on the ground, you automatically get like the crit hit multiplier, which here it's 5. So I don't understand how that zombie didn't die even through me having lungs and me padding. Like, you saw me swing right at its head too, so it wasn't a matter that I missed or that I wasn't close or anything. If I missed the first one, then like the next 2, I would think I would readjust to so that I would be able to hit it. I understand, but that's still a 5 times multiplier by 3 different hits. Like, you have to sit down and crunch those numbers, because that was insane. I was like, nope, not doing this. I got a cooler. It wasn't 0 weapon skill, it was level 1. Because I had brawler, which gives me one in axes, and I was using an axe, so. Don't know if it makes much of a difference, but I'm just saying. Let's get the movement here a little bit. Wait, is that a zucchini? No. It's a caterpillar. Plank with nails, you say? Long blunt? I think I removed Brawler, right? And it's a 3, 1.5. What's the damage? 1.1. Super slow. Not a super high crit chance. This is a terrible weapon. Can I... dismantle this? And get something out of it? I don't think I can dismantle this. Can't eat that. Just because it's not super far, I'll do this. And I'll drop it here, just so it's a little bit more visible. I need a rock to craft one of these right now. Regular rock, stone. Stone. "14 kills. Oh, let me see. Here's a rock that I can craft these things on. Pick that up and drop it right away. Two experience. Napping. So need 30 just to get to level 1. And then after that, need 3. Yeah. You take 29, 28.89, but obviously you need the 29. But then when you make it, at least when we get to level 1, we can make this, which gives us a little bit more experience. Essentially, if we can make it to level 3, because I want to try it. That one playthrough was a bit of a sham because you can't always rely on getting Hey, there's not a ton of zombies this time on this side. Stuff. It looked like they had something stuck. Oh, the other thing actually that I had thought of, if the saw is so important, as long as I get a few bunnies outside, like near where the house with the pond is, what I could try doing in my playthrough, I've done playtesting on Life Without Winners. You already have the numbers? Okay, good. But you never did this playthrough, though, that I'm trying to do, though, right? If the saw is so important, what I could try doing is doing playthroughs where I come here, I clear out the area by the house, mainly in the farms and stuff. I don't even mess around really with these houses because they're almost irrelevant. Literally just come, make a small maybe outpost here right from the get-go. Go scout this out and see how bad it is, and go scout this house out. And if these aren't neither of these two are bad, try to fight my way into the warehouse from here or here, and do this to try to get the saw inside here first before we go to the kettle farm. I know ideally I should be getting the kettle farm first, just because once you get your animals established, especially if it's cows, you're like set, right? Like my food's pretty much set. I can wait until I get into the red to drink the milk or whatever, eat the butter, and well, I don't know about butter, but like at least milk just to help you lose weight, or even the bunnies. Like you can still lose weight while eating bunnies. You just like space it out, right? Like you don't eat bunnies back to back to back. You eat it when you get into the red right away. The problem with that plan, though, I think in theory is um, if I'm having a hard time. No, it shouldn't even be a problem because I'm going to all these locations that might be giving me bunnies anyway. So if we don't get a bunch of bunnies by my base right at the get go, and I can't catch like two or three of them, I can just go like the other houses and all the fields and stuff in between. Yeah, so like I don't really think food is that big of an issue with this playthrough because you're fighting into the kettle farm. Like you're just surviving off scraps for like the first month, but then you're like set. The only one that would suck is like pigs. That's the thing. You don't even need trapping. Trapping's more for like winter. You buy yourself like time before winter comes, right? In any other playthrough, I would tell you you need a wilderness 100%. Here's the thing though, in about 25 to 33% of the playthroughs that I do over here, I find cows. So they're not that rare for me with this playthrough because again, you have a chance to get them here. All these, like, go look at the map and go just do numbers and like calculate the distance and just see that this particular area has more farms than anywhere else on the map. That's why they kind of set the kettle farm here to show like, hey, this is the more like farmsy area, right? Where there's like the most animals kind of thing. There's so many areas around here. Like you're bound to roll either into cows or like sheep. And as long as you get like 3 female sheep, that's half your week taken care of in winter. So then then you don't need as many bunnies. If 50 bunnies gets you just through one winter without cows or sheep, like then you cut that in half, almost in half, when you do have like 3 sheep. Because essentially, what I've heard is like each sheep takes care of only one day of the week of fattening for you. You have three, well then that's 3 days. So it's not just cows you're hoping to roll for; it's like sheep too. And that's just your surviving like your first winter. If you have to go like a little puny or go underweight a little bit, then so be it. By that time you will have leveled like at least one skill to like level 8 where even fighting zombies like if especially for me that I can like fence them. Well, you said that like by winter time you can't really fence anymore, so but like I don't know. I have to do it my way in this playthrough and see like whether it works or not. This is a lot of it's speculation right now. Let's do a circle just to group them all together a little bit more. Because all that I'm hearing right now is you need to pay points to be able to make a saw. That's what I'm hearing. That's what we need wilderness for, is to make a saw. That seems expensive to me. Yeah, exactly. I first need to get to winter. I'm getting there, bro. I'm teaching myself. Like I did it for like the whole first month. I was like, take it easy. Remember, like even when I was injured, you were watching me and you were telling me, hey, you're wasting your food and stuff. And I was like, yeah, yeah, I know you're probably right and stuff like that. But I was like, and when I got back, I was like, no, I shouldn't do it. I should just take it easy. No, I shouldn't do it. I should just take it easy. And then like the third bull injured me. And even then, that wasn't a problem. I fought like a week after even that injury had healed. But like I started getting impatient again, and it wasn't like a boring thing. It was just like I don't know. I lost the train of thought of like keep having to remind myself, just be patient, just be patient, just be patient. And I yelled one time when I shouldn't have, and that screwed everything up. I was getting on pace again to go back to like 100 kills on day in like before my second month. Even after having like a whole week thrown off of like not fighting a single zombie, when I was doing all the carving and stuff. I think it's because you weren't there, bro. You weren't there to remind me, hey, you need to be here to remind me most of the time. So if you're not here within like the first like 30 to an hour, I'm probably just gonna be like, all right, guys, sorry, I'm gonna end the stream. My coach, Jugo Lover, um, isn't here to remind me to take it easy, to be patient. You said to try to do this, right? Do one more. So if you weren't hearing me before because all the zombies were nearby, I think what it was is that I streamed while you never came to the stream to remind me to take it easy and to be patient. That's what it was, bro. I'm not blaming you. I'm blaming myself for like being like, okay, Drugo is not here. To remind me to take it easy. And I lost a little patience and I yelled one too many times when I shouldn't have. And that's what got me killed. I was doing so well too. I like, here's the thing. I'll explain to you. Got even a couple maps up. I had cleared everything out here and I was starting to push into here. And when I was starting to push into here, the cow was like making the noise for me. So it would literally like only pull about like 10 zombies because since it was so close to here, they would go to the cow and a couple would get drawn up here, like, 5 to 10. And those I would pull and like I would come and like kill them here. Right? I was pulling about 10 and I should have been happy with just, okay, like, okay, I can kill 10 even if I have like fence hop a couple times here and I'll kill the 10 even along this fence. I don't have to come all the way down here to bring them in a straight line. It's just 10 zombies, right? But then I got impatient and I yelled right here. I was like right about here. I yelled and that pulled all the zombies that the cow had pulled like around here, like close to me. And then that pushed me away from this area. And that's what did it. I was still killing like 10 zombies at a time. And I was like, oh, it's fine. I can yell. Like, I don't, I'll just bring more zombies. I'm doing fine. I'm doing great. Like, I got complacent. I got like, not cocky, but like, I was like, it's fine. It's good. And I just needed you there to like remind me to take it easy. Yeah, it's whatever. It was actually helping me a lot of the time. But I just then got impatient and I yelled and I pulled more towards me rather than just to the cows. And that's what got me killed. I missed. I missed. But there was no reason for me to put myself in a scenario where I needed to miss. The thing about killing the zombies, where is it at? Over here, compared to having to drag them all the way like here and here, I already had tons of zombies' bodies along this fence. So when the zombies are already there, it makes it a little bit harder to aim for the head of the ones that are falling through, right? Because they kind of blend in with the zombies, especially if you have like a big pile. I'm not saying like you notice like, oh, they start piling up like this, but like just so many heads there makes it a little bit harder for you to tell the head that you're swinging at. So I already had a ton of zombies by these fences. I didn't have a ton of zombies by these fences. So it makes it easier for me to spot like the head and then be able to like hit it and even like cancel its animation where it launches. So if I would have just kept killing them here, I could have kept spreading them out and like not miss, not put myself in a position where it was easier to miss. So that's all it was, is like I yelled and I pulled way too many, then they pushed me back even further back than the kettle farm, back to where all the zombies were at, and then that's what got me killed. What am I doing here? I'm screwing up. I was like, oh, it's fine. I can take on a few more zombies. It's only like about 10 right now. I normally take about like, groups of like 20 and 30 fairly easily. It's a little bit of work, but I can do it. Oh, he's like this because of the water. He'll be fine. Not even going down in health. Actually, let's pull these. Because these will be in my group, in my second group that I take away. Oh, you bonked this punk. I feel like when I started getting patient, that's an indicator that I should just go back to base and like even spend just one day like carving or forging or doing anything else but fighting zombies. Like I get annoyed if I'm not fighting them, and I get annoyed when I am fighting them. Eventually, like to a point, right? Like 3, 4, 5 days in a row of fighting zombies, you're like, shit, this is getting repetitive because you're just doing the same thing over and over for 5 days in the game straight. But then if you're sitting at your base for like, at least personally for me, for more than like 2 or 3 more days, and it's like, all right, I gotta go back out. So I gotta, remember to find that good balance of like, okay, after I've gone like 4 or 5 days of killing zombies in a row, just need to take a break from it and go back to my base and just chill out. I might call the get away from the zombies. I might end the stream soon after I settle in here for the night. Like I'll put my character to sleep and then at least wake up in the night, showing that I'm not too in a rough spot. Like I'm gonna play an hour into that day, the next day. I'm getting pretty tired. It's almost 1 a.m. for me anyway. Spend a lot of time in the planning phase, didn't leave a lot of time for like playing stuff. And it's a new playthrough, so we know we're gonna have to put a ton of hours into it. I went back and added all the hours too that it took me to get to like the point that I was before. And it was like around 25 hours. So it's about 25 hours for real game time. I guess that was like me speeding up a lot of the crafting too, so it might be a few hours more when I'm rather than spending that whole week fast forwarding most of it. We'll say about 30 hours. It's about an hour. Yeah, it's an hour each day, essentially. Right, that's what the rat race settings are set for anyway. All right, let's get out of here. We made them hop the fence. Please, this way. I yell here to pull the ones that this edge up this way. And I can just run over there without too many of them following me. I don't want to jump that fence. It's some of my stamina now. Shit. There's a good bunch inside the house. Nope. Still luring these fuckers away. Way too many inside the house. At least we killed a couple there. I'll kill this one just because it has this coat. Like, I'm patient in this part. I could, like, brute force my way through half of those. Oh, did I miss? Was I bad? Sorry for yawning. Actually, we run here just to get the most distance, and then eventually we crawl here. I don't think I had any food in this, right? I did. I had those. 2 of them are stale, though. Yeah, it's fine, though. We pulled all these fuckers back after fighting these. No, don't go to the fence. Turkeys. I pulled them back because I fought those. Next time I shouldn't pull them back, so we just go do the exact same thing. But I gotta make sure there's none inside the house. That one inside the fucking staircase hasn't come down either, though. Maybe I just push that one inside the house. This character might die, actually. Because of that stupid zombie inside the house. So we plan on doing almost no fighting today. Usual. What? It looks like a lot, but it's like a couple hundred. Which is kind of expected just because I've noticed that like the game automatically puts a few zombies, like at least in these settings, just outside just about, most buildings. And if the building itself already would have, like, in even standard apocalypse, would have had about like 10 or so zombies. So most buildings that have like farm area, that's why all these guys have the type of clothing. I'll do it right this time. All the way out there to this corner, then run back. Crouch run back too. Right, run a little bit just to get past them here, and then we crouch run to not lure any new ones. We actually want there to be this many zombies here, honestly. What we don't want them to be, though, is like fucking in the second story, because they don't come down then. Like, this asshole's not like... Yeah. All these were in the second story of this house, dude. What the actual fuck? I told you I was gonna die because of the zombies inside the house. I already killed like almost 10, and then like 5 more, like another 10 still pop up. Because, see, like the pinpoint here and eventually brings these guys back. The way it works is, when I run away from them, they still keep following me a little bit, and eventually they stop. But if I'm fighting a zombie over here, and by the time they stop, they hear me then fighting that zombie, and they'll continue to run this way. But if there's only like 1 or 2 zombies and I kill them quickly while they're still like on the top of the part and still walking, not like at the edge of where they would have stopped, then by the time when they get where they would have stopped, I'm already done killing the zombies, and then I'm not making noise and drawing them closer to me. At least we have cat eyes though, so. I'm going to draw these in too, just because they're getting a little too close to the base for comfort. I guess I make them hop the fence just to like stall them a little bit more. So obviously I can sprint hop the fence. It's just the first day. I hear like two different footsteps. There's another one in there that's like not moving around too much. There's like 3 or 4 of them around here, bro. What the actual fuck? Why are there still so many inside here? This is the only thing that gets me killed this early in this playthrough. There's another one right there. I think I finally saw behind me. But it's fine. Because this is all there is. It's almost daytime again, I think. Can't even see its head. And here's to hoping there's still not one more. And there fucking is. They don't fucking end, bro. You can't be fucking serious. I come in here just to, in case, well, like, I make more noise. Oh, they're coming here because of this stupid shit. I think. It's almost daylight again. I need to turn this off. And I have no clue where that zombie is. There's no thing here. Oh, it might be upstairs. Make sure this is turned off. Fuck yeah, it was, man. I guess that would make a little bit more sense that when you get muscle strain, like just like how I was doing it too just now. Kind of soiled though, because there's no food in the house. This house set, like, even though it's a bit of a setting of like, oh, there should be some tools here. Mechanics kind of fucking useless, but the flashlight, I mean, is super good. Always take the books, right? Because gotta try to get. But as far as like tools themselves, it's usually been shit. I thought you said Brave was bad. You're like, Brave is pretty bad, blah, 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 blah. You were telling me that, right? Weren't you? I think someone was telling me, it's like, oh, Brave, you don't need Brave, blah, 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 blah. I was like, okay, whatever. Let me. So this does give us some hunger. One at least. Leave the flashlight here because I don't need it during the day. Want to just get rid of this weapon. Go make a backpack because that thing is over there is full pretty much. Not from this room. And I'll go to forging right away, obviously, because I need that to survive. Yeah, it's like they're making their point with all that. It's around 5 or 6 p.m., I think. Maybe a little bit earlier. everything we can eat, we grab. Because some of it's going to be stale. Oh yeah, baby, that gave me 4. And another one's going to give me 4 too. Alright. Hopefully we can find bunnies over here. High thirst. So here's the other thing too. Supposedly you take Puny to like get you edges, get you points. But you're then wasting 4 fucking points on a skill that you would have gotten regardless over time, pretty much. Like if with what's its face called? If with Cowardly or any one of these. Let me switch right now. It takes 150 days for you to have that essentially removed. Say it still takes the 150 days so that you can like not rely on Brave. Like that's 5 months. In 5 months you can gain 4 points back essentially by not like needing Brave. You see what I'm saying? While you're not being able to carry a lot of loot, constantly exerting yourself. We don't grab play here. I'm scanning the area for bunnies too. And then you're having to spend all this time. And then the other thing is, okay, so maybe the first day you kill 100 zombies or whatever, but then you gain, maybe a level on your first like few days or something. but then you constantly have to like level up and then deal with the muscle strain of working out on future days because your strength is only up to a certain amount, so you have to work out. It's like, is it really worth it? Like the pros don't seem to outweigh the cons so much. The cons are still there, like, and then there are a lot of them. Like, go write take notes and write a book on all the cons, and you'll see, like, oh yeah, it's actually quite a few cons too. Oh baby, hell yeah, that's what we were needing. Push into that corner and kill one of them. So I already have a flint to be. I can't butcher it yet, right? I need something different. Oh, there's a bunch of them too. I might just like. Well, I can't butcher it. Shit. I was gonna say. Oh. One of them's eventually gonna try to run past me. The only thing that fucks me up here is these trees. I might just kill a few just for the butchering skills and the bones. The large bones. Maybe one of them stays in this corner too, rather than running the fuck all the way over there like that other one. No, 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 no. There we go. Fuck, I should have kept sprinting. Oh, I missed on that one. Shit. Suck it. Yeah, I can't butcher it yet. Can I craft that? I don't think I can, right? Because of wilderness? Because I don't have wilderness. Oh, assembly. Yeah, I need stone blade, right? Yeah, I can't do stone blade. I need level 3 until that. Or something, whatever. No, I need level 1 at least. It's not gonna happen anytime soon. So I gotta go try to find a zombie that has like a knife in it. I gotta scan specifically for one that might have a sharp knife in it. I was like, this one looks like it has like a Santa hat, but it's not. It's just it's injured. Oh, zombies down that way. I keep scanning the ones behind me too, just in case one of them might have had a weird angle and I didn't notice it. It's nice. That's the second playthrough in a row that I've gone back there and there's been deer. But I've had others too, like a couple in a row too, where there's no deer back there. My previous character where I lasted almost like 2 months had deer there too, I believe. One with a knife. We need one with a knife. One of you's gotta have a knife. Jammed in your right. Somewhere. Some may have the little tiny knife that's kind of hard to see, but even then, that one is kind of visible still. Sometimes. Which one of you has a knife? Not a knife either. Then you killed a couple hundred, and you find like 3 or 4 knives in between them all. But it's like, okay, so one in every 40 or so has a knife jammed in it somewhere. Pump the brakes. Can I break glass and have that be as the sharp edge? As a cutting tool? No, right? I think that one has a knife. What is that in the back of that one? It's a screwdriver. Fuck, it's a screwdriver. I can tell because it's just red. And most knives aren't red.
Hey!
Someone's behind me, already coming behind me. I'm pulling these away from the area where they're at, away from the house, just to give me a day or two to like get myself settled. So I haven't seen a single one with a knife yet. I think I need to give up on try to find a knife in these because I've done this like 2 or 3 times now, and it's extremely rare to find one that has a knife in it. At least the zombies here. I think just because of the type of zombies that spawn there. I don't know. It seems like more urban kind of zombies usually have more knives in them. Because as soon as I get to the other base location, like you get tons of knives all over the place on all the zombies. Maybe it's just the amount that I'm killing to at that point. Killing like 3, 4, 500. The other thing is it's getting too dark, so even if like the flint just by itself could like cut, it might not let me because it's dark. So the mission still pertains then to find one with the fucking knife. Need a knife. Totally noted. Why do you hate fencing? Where did this fucking deer end up dying? Well, I find that extremely fucking boring because the thing with like fencing is it's like this little puzzle that you have to kind of figure out. And I have to line them up like this particular way. And, you know, I can do this. Like, there's just more aspects to it than holding like right click and swinging. And swinging. And swinging. And swinging. Like, bro, you do that for thousands of fucking times. Like, okay, and we have bunnies here too. But we need a knife. when it's effective. You're one-shotting zombies from like level 0 in any skill thing. Whereas like go try to fucking kill them while they're standing up. Like it takes you 4 or 5 hits with like anything besides spears or like long blade, aka the most common traits, like or type of weapons in long blunt, short blunt, knife, and axes. Just gonna pull those over in front of us. Yeah. Maybe you're screwed up too. There's times that I should be hitting like the ground or like in front and I hit the ground because I forget. Like I have a small brain fart. That one almost got me. How do I go scanning like 3 fucking 100 zombies and none of them have a visible knife, bro? This is bullshit. Oh, I forgot to check too the ones that I've already killed and see if any of them had it too. Fuck, I can't even remember that. Let me go try to check those. Because even though like they may have like I don't understand. This is a fucking axe. Like you should be able to butcher with this. Anything, any sharp edge, you should be able to cut meat with, right? Maybe just make it take twice as long, and maybe you don't get as many meat, but you should be able to still fucking do it. Like, give me, put me in a situation where I'm hungry. Give me an animal that's dead that I've already killed, and give me an axe, and I'll fucking get meat off of it. Like, I guarantee you, I will get plenty of meat off of it. Right? Like, if it doesn't have it there, I'm just gonna end the stream there because I'm getting pissed. Like, this happens all the fucking time. Like, how can you go? Like I said, three to 400 zombies, scan them, and none of them have a visible knife outside. Like, just, but then there's no knife in the kitchen either. Just another stupid shit. Because in Apocalypse, there's like a knife in every fucking kitchen, and I've never once encountered a knife here. Yes, I understand, but it's like paying 8 points for. You're paying 8 points so that you can make a fucking hatchet, bro, or like a saw, and have it easier to find a knife. Maybe what I should do is right after I find the food is just go on a killing spree of like 100 zombies. I can do it with a 9-5 character. One of them bound to have a knife after 100, right? I'm gonna do this just so I don't die. I think I can't carve it either, right? Oh, it's too dark to carve. Let me double check the kitchen just in case I missed it for some reason. Nope. Maybe out here, the ground, on the table. Nope. Pipe that's worn there. Small brush. I didn't even check the whole house even. Alright. We'll leave this for next time. If we can't find how much is this gonna give me? 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this will buy me a little bit more time to go find a knife somewhere else in one of the other zombies. Or just kill a whole bunch of zombies here and do that. So let me go pick up the branch. It's not like you're hurting for knives in the game. Like, this is just a pain in the ass thing that I have to deal with for like the first day. Eventually we don't. And it's just stupid because the devs don't let you butcher from an axe. Yeah, while it's dark, I just gotta go kill zombies. I'll go kill them in the area where there's not so many. Scene break already. Fucking letter opener, man. You're missing because of the pain and the being frightened, so let's get rid of. How did I get up so quickly? What, like, makes no sense, dude. When I fall down, I don't know. It's weird. How does a branch kill you 15 fucking zombies, but a hatch like gets me 5? They have the same maintenance, and just you roll good. Because I gotta stomp these fuckers to death. Dive into what you would think. Are you good at fencing but bad at some? I don't know. There's just enough of the differences. Hey, we can tell time. Did I kill some over here? Yep. Didn't quite get to loot them all. I don't think a letter opener counts, right, as a knife? Almost looking at the car here. Beautiful. This will get me so that I'm so that I'm not starving to death. I'm gonna try with the letter opener. I'm pretty sure I can't, but Need a knife. Yep. Little opener does not count as a knife. Right? Clip primary just for the fuck of it. Can't butcher. Can't eat any berries either. That's all it's fucking giving me. It's like it's taunting me, bro. It's taunting me with the letter opener. It's taunting me with all these mushrooms and berries. At least I bought myself some time. Guess I just go to sleep, right? Because I can't kill any zombies anyway. Having this sleeping when stomping, it just makes it harder. Fucking twigs. Killed 53 zombies already. And haven't had any luck to get a knife. Game is designed so that you can't treat a hatch as a knife, even though it's a sharp edge. Does this work? We'll try that. Because if that works, then I don't need to worry much about anything. Like this house usually, like, I don't know, 80, 75, 80% of playthroughs it gives me bottles one way or another, like either at the top or at the bottom.
Yeah.
Need a knife. Quick primary.
Yeah.
Can put me in a real life scenario with a fucking bottle and I go get some meat out of the deer. nothing inside here either, right? Die, stupid thing. Trial plate, I don't even know what that is in real life. The other problem with like, or the other way we get around this. Oh, shit, nice. Is it in decent condition? Oh, it's fucking worn. Jesus Christ. Is actually finding anything that's edible. That's any on the medicine things. That meat's gonna go bad pretty soon, I think. It's usually about 24 hours, I think. Slightly over we have. It's edible. Yep. Nice. It's so fucking retarded, honestly, bro. Like that the developers like pin, like put a chokehold. I guess it's not just the developers; it's the whole thing about the rat race too. Like loot settings are extremely low. It's like what's so you're pushing everybody to have to. Like, you're forcing everybody to have to take wilderness or try to get lucky. Like you're pushing more RNG onto a challenge that's already extremely difficult for what purpose? And it's not difficult in the sense of like actual testing people's skill. It's difficult in the sense of testing people's patience. Yeah, let's put 0.8 experience so that like you have to level up pottery and glass making to level 10, make that harder. And I understand the counterpoint of like, hey, if we don't put that, you easily get levels into like combat. But like, you still have to. The counter to that is like you still have to go through a million zombies. It's like you're gonna get more than the. Oh. We're saved. He didn't fucking die. Are you kidding me? It's screwdriver. And I debate this with some of the people there, and it's like, no, we're not forcing you to do anything. And then they argue like, oh, if you really think Rat Race forces you to forge, why don't you find a way so that you can beat the Rat Race without having to forge too much? I'm like, no. You have it completely wrong here. I shouldn't be having to find a different way, other than forging. If you're defending the Rat Race and saying that its settings are perfect or good, and you're saying that it's not forcing you to take Wilderness Challenge or the like Forge, then you have to prove me wrong by you figuring out a different way other than forging how to beat the Rat Race. That's not the way this works. Like I don't get to accuse you of saying like, hey, your settings for the Rat Race are bad, and here's why. And then it's like, oh, okay, well then you figure out a different way to. No. You're the one who's making the rules and forcing people to like complete this stupid challenge if they want to participate in it. Well, nobody's forcing you to participate in it, okay, but now it's become widely acceptable to the community. Like this is the challenge to beat if you want to be one of the all-time best in PZ. Like, but people setting the rules are, sorry, but pretty fucking stupid. Honestly, if I'm just being blatantly honest. Adjust the rules so that you can have like variety. I'm not saying like Apocalypse. Obviously, you can go to play Apocalypse and go to any store that gives you any specific kind of like particular tool and find what you need. I'm not saying do that, but you gotta find some middle ground between both things. Like make it so that you need to still like forge a little bit to find some stuff or get you through the beginning, but then eventually, and I'm not saying like years or like 6 months down the road, you can like clear a warehouse. Well, here's the thing. Well, maybe 3 or 4 or 5 months down the road, you can clear a warehouse and you can find some decent stuff there, but you can't because even if I clear that warehouse, instead of in Apocalypse, it gives me 15 boxes of nails. In Rat Race, it gives me 1. Maybe put the settings so that in Rat Race, it gives me 3. It gives me 4. There's nothing wrong with that. You're still like having the difficulty of like figuring out how you're gonna kill 1,000 zombies in order to be able to get to those like 3 or 4 boxes of nails. Did I say Clay? No, I never mentioned anybody's name in particular. Somebody's name. It's like people have mentioned, and I've seen in streams, that the Rat Race, when somebody sometimes streams into a Rat Race, they actually lose viewers. Or like they might gain a few viewers at the start, but then eventually they lose viewers because nobody wants to see one person do the same thing over and over. Stream after stream after stream after stream. It's like killing zombies, you can only do that for like 3-4 days in a row, and that's not even like the way that some of these are. It's like this. Hey, let me kill zombies like this. This is entertaining, right? This is entertaining, guys. This is demonstrating great skill. This is so skillful. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, every once in a while, let me look forward. Oh, it's starting to get a little close. Oh, this is so hard to do, guys. This is a challenge that demonstrates my skill, guys. What? And now I get to do that for 1,000,000 zombies. It's like essentially what I'm saying is like if they lowered or increased the loot settings to be like rather than extremely rare, if you still put it like at rare, like how much of a difference does that make? Now you're more guaranteed to find us all to actually have a reward after clearing 30,000 zombies to get guns unlimited. Maybe rather than getting more than 7 boxes of ammo, you actually get like, I don't know, maybe double that at that point. Maybe you get like 10 boxes of ammo rather than just 7. Amongst the rest of the loot being increased too. I don't see any one of these ones in there. Even 10 would be like pathetic to me, but bro, he cleared 10,000, 30,000 zombies, and he got 7 boxes of ammo. And they still have the audacity to question, like, when I question them, like, there's not going to be enough ammo to clear, like, to get to level 10. You'd have to get lucky and try to find the books, which, mind you, my whole argument is that loot is rare. By loot being rare, you're not going to find those books so easily. They're already, the aiming books are already rare in Apocalypse. I might just do sprinters, man. Fuck like the rat race. And I'll make videos off of that if I'm like doing successful. Just do 100% sprinters in Apocalypse. I haven't seen a single fucking knife on one of these, man. This might be just a run where we drew bad. Is that a knife on her? This one has one, maybe. It's scissors, I think. It looks like scissors. So we're finding stuff on them. There's just, it's a letter opener and fucking screwdrivers and scissors. Let's just roll back. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna move on from this, bro. This is not appealing to me. Let me try 100 sprinters, 100% sprinters. What's his preset? Where would I want to spawn? I think he was doing Muldrow. I've never liked Muldrow though. You sent it to me on Discord? Mm. I don't like events like this. If you're gonna put a helicopter event, it has to come once a month. Because the aftermath of dealing with a helicopter is usually about like 3 to 4 days of fighting zombies just constantly because it lures them all to you. And the math of like going somewhere, chilling there, waiting for like the wide range 2 to 5 days is just ridiculous. Like this should be a range of like 3 days at most. Because you're wasting a lot of time just having to deal with the helicopter all the time. This is now forcing you again, something that's forcing you for you to like play one of those like a nomad character, which again would require wilderness knowledge so that you can fucking eat mushrooms and like be able to craft a saw early or like let's see what the loot settings are. Loot chance is slightly higher than Rat Race. Exploit multiplier than same. You're mistaken. The follow distance is only 100, not 1,000, like Rat Race. Yeah, but still, it pulls like zombies to the area that you are in. It doesn't matter if like the follow distance is 100 or 1,000. There's now about a couple thousand zombies in the area that you live in. So, say that you had a 10 character and everything, right? Like, say, even just like 10 strength. Say you went fireman, right? Say you did this. You went. I don't care about mixing the settings. You did this. And you did this. And you still went. Brawler. And rather than just having 2 axes, you now have level 8 or 9 axes. And you can clear those couple thousand zombies in like 3 or 4 days. And maybe you don't loot them because you say, F it, like I don't care about the loot that the zombies give me. It's 2 RNG and most of the time it's trash anyway. So you spent 3 to 4 days clearing a couple thousand zombies. So best case scenario, 3 days. Now you have 8 days to do something. And you almost have to cut the last day to like, if you found a whole bunch of materials, now you have to spend that last day like crafting a whole bunch of weapons to last you the 3 days that you're clearing the zombies. So realistically, it's like 4 days. So you have 7 days to maybe it comes on that 11th day. Maybe it comes in the 16th day. So the best strategy that I see to this is like you can't just sit in one place and wait for the zombies to come to you. You have to be like a nomad or like bounce back and forth between like 2 locations, establish 2 like bases. So like you sit at one base, the helicopter comes here, you lure the zombies around there for a little bit, and then you go to the other base where it's not full of zombies. And then you can push a little more to kill the zombies that you actually want to kill, not that you have to kill. And then you wait for the helicopter to come here, and then you go back to the other one, And maybe you even go back to the other one right before the helicopter comes, and you start killing some of those. Because remember, when the helicopter comes, it groups all the zombies together, but then they slowly kind of spread out because the game by design is designed to not have like a bunch of zombies in like a certain square, right? They spread out a little bit. So you might even have like 3 or 4 bases in a semi close proximity so that you can keep like, I'm gonna go to this one, I'm gonna go to base number 1, and then the helicopter comes here, so I'm gonna go to base number 2, and when the helicopter comes there, I'm gonna go to base number 3, and when the helicopter comes there, I'm gonna go to base number 4, and by the time I make it back to base number 1, all the zombies have eventually like dispersed from when the helicopter brought them. You'll still have to fight your way through some of them to get back to your base, but you won't have to fight to like the 2000 or whatever that it brings you, right? So you have to play some sort of strategy like that, which is, yeah. I like that the XP modifier is not that. I could try it. Just the fact that animals is sometimes too, like, not extremely rare. He is essentially fixing all the like a lot of the complaints I have about the rat race. Besides the helicopter, all I'm saying about the helicopter is it shouldn't be this frequent, and or it shouldn't be this wide of a range. The range for you to expect the helicopter should be about like 3 days. So if you even were to put it like 11, in between 11 to 14 days, that would be cool for me. I'll be like, all right, in 3 days, I can sit at one base, do some stuff at that base for like a day or two, even kill a couple zombies that might have lured there, clear out the area before the helicopter even gets there, of whatever zombies are there naturally. And then I do that for like about half a day or a day. And then another day, I can craft a whole bunch of stuff or gather a whole bunch of stuff. And if it still doesn't come, then the third day, I work with all the stuff that we gathered, right? Like if we gathered to make axes, then I make the axes. If I gathered to level up tailoring, then I level up tailoring or napping or carving, right? Like 3 days is about good enough so that you're not wasting days like sitting there just waiting for them. Like, okay, well, after the third day that we crafted all these um, materials that we gathered for whatever skill or whatever weapon we wanted to. Now we would gotta do what? Go push some zombies at a particular area? I don't know. Maybe just I need to actually play in it to figure it out a little bit. Yeah. Because the loot chance, even if it's a little higher, then still makes a hell of a difference, I feel like. Maybe not by much. I don't know. I would have to test it. What's it's still insane. It looks interesting. I'm willing to give it a try. I'm like I can still try this, but just change this one setting of the helicopter event. I'll try sprinters, but I'll try it next time. I'll just end the stream here. Um, the way I find a challenge like this too entertaining is like the community who's playing these challenges should all be able to have like different ideas and different ways of beating the challenge. About like I guarantee about 80 to 90% of the meta is people just doing this. These two things for sure. Lumberjack. Like 80% of people do that automatically. Those two things. Like where's the diversity? Where's the fun in like having different strategies? Be like, oh yeah, someone could take whatever and not be forced to take wilderness knowledge. What is your guess for how many people use this combo? Let me, before I end the stream. Actually, if I don't want conspicuous, because I'm going to be playing in apocalypse settings. Zombie count, not insane. Normal. Speed, sprinters. Wait, I have to switch. This is the best way to do it. Sprinters. Besides that, I think that's all I'm changing, right? Slow reader. You can't do all thumbs with sprinters. You have to be able to quick, if anything. You have to take dexterous. Slow healer. Apocalypse, those two are easy to manage. Maybe not slow driver because we need to take off fast, like off fast if we do get into a vehicle. Hard hearing, nope. Weak stomach. I don't want too many debuffs. You probably don't need a ton of like. We already have one in running. The reason I want fire officer for this is the running too. Besides the strength and fitness and obviously X, is the running. Keen hearing. I believe that. I can see that being really useful in this. After that, what? Just cat at size again. Maybe we drop high thirst. Alright, I'll do that next stream, okay? At least we have it set. I have it set so I can get started on it right away. At least the settings and the character. So, catch you next time. Thanks again, Bud, for hanging out with me. Appreciate it as always. See you next time. Sorry. Later. Just waiting for you to say something later or something like that.